Welcome to U16 training days. What you can expect on a typical training day. The U16 training schedule will be emailed to families and athletes weekly. Athletes can also check the One Sporter app for weekly and daily training times. Our typical week of training takes place Tuesday to Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. or 2 to 4 p.m. depending on individual school schedules. Come mid-January, there is the possibility that we'll have early morning Super G training on Warm Springs, so please be on the lookout for those sessions. And on Saturdays and Sundays, we roughly train from 8 to 12 p.m. Exact times vary depending on which venue we will be training at. Athletes then have the afternoon to go enjoy the mountain and free ski with their friends should they choose. On Mondays, we have no training, rest day. A typical training day will look like this. We'll start with our warm-up runs. This is usually a mix of drills and free ski turns. From there, athletes will go to the course and inspect. There, we ask athletes to learn the course, take note of snow conditions, and visualize your line so that you can execute on the first run of training. From there, athletes will lap the course and take training runs. Athletes can expect feedback from coaches, and we typically shoot a couple of video runs that we either post to Sprongo or take the time to go review during the training session. After the training session, we tear the venue down and slip in ruts. We ask that everyone pitches in. This allows coaches to give athletes any last-minute instructions at the end of the day or any reminders for future training days. We're fortunate here at Sun Valley to have a variety of training venues. Our venues can be found at Baldy, on Rotorun in Haley, and on Dollar Mountain. We typically start the year on the River Run side of the mountain on Baldy. Come mid-December, we move over to the Warm Springs side and train on the Warm Springs side until April. We love the Rotorun venue, and the flow of our training typically takes us down to Rotorun in December, possibly on the weekends during January and February, and we can get down there more frequently in March. Dollar kicks off for us in January, February, and March, and we love to get over on Otto's Run for some great giant slalom and slalom training. Our daily expectations for U16 training session include these things. Please be on time. Arrive within the training arrival window and wait for directions as you execute a dynamic warm-up. Skis should be tuned daily. Daily upkeep of equipment makes a difference in your ability to execute. It also keeps those skis in tip-top shape. And bring water and snacks. We're out there training for 2 to 3 hours a day, and it's critical to hydrate and stay nourished during these training sessions. Communication is key during our training sessions. U16 athletes are expected to attend training. But in case of a scheduling conflict, the expectation is that athletes or parents communicate with the coach of the planned absence. Athletes or parents are expected to communicate with the coach if an athlete needs to leave a training session early. And athletes are expected to communicate with the coach should they need to go into the lodge for a break. On the U16 team, our goal is to strive for daily improvement and to have a lot of fun while doing so. Adhering to the daily expectations consistently will lead to everyone pulling on the same rope at training. This will lead to great team camaraderie, individual progression, and a fun and exciting season of skiing, training, and racing. Thanks for listening, everyone.